Diver UK channel. For something different today, I've got a Sofirn SD09 torch, basically, ideal for scuba diving. I have the bigger brother of this, which is the SD01, which I use as my primary light, including my dive buddy. We both got the same, and perhaps I'll do a review of that on the channel at some point as well. But this is its smaller brother, a long line of different torches that Sofirn do. And we're going to have an unboxing and have a look at it, and then we'll later in the video have a look at it underwater and see how we go. So, without further ado, here we go. Right, inside, instructions, which by the looks of things are both in Chinese and one side in English, so I will refer to this in a minute. It comes with a charger and a charging lead. There we go, which you can plug into your charger or into your computer. The torch itself, which we'll come to, and then a lanyard, which I won't be using, but for those using this on maybe as a holiday torch or something, possibility, but not really something I'll use. I'll end up attaching a bolt snap to this. 3 spare O-rings, which is nice to see, and then the torch itself, which hopefully will have a battery with it. There's the torch itself, so it's a little bit closer. Hopefully get the camera to focus. There we go. And I must say, this really does ooze quality. We got this for around £40, and I would have said something of similar quality, some of the name brands, you would be looking well over £100. It's got instructions there to remove a protective cap on the battery, I'd imagine. So let's open this up. So it's unscrewing from the bottom. As you can see, as I unscrew it, it has, let's bring it nice and close, has 3 O-rings. There we go. And there we go, there's the battery. Side. The battery is an S1700. It's come with a 5,000 milliamp, so that's pretty impressive. And there's the protective cap there to remove, obviously to get it working and to charge the battery. Let's just see if there's any charge in it. Slide that in. It's nice to see the O-rings pre-greased with some silicone grease. That's nice. Alright, let's have a look. So, there's no guarantee this is going to work. No, the battery is dead. Oh no, it's on. There we go. So, blimey, that's flashing green, I'd imagine, to tell me that. Let's have a look what the instructions say. Right, having had a quick flick of the instructions, I think I understand this. So, you have the ability to press this button and double click it and make sure that it's in a locked position so it can't accidentally be turned on if the button was pressed. You can also do it in a way that if you press the button twice, it will strobe flash, but only that one time. So maybe if you want to get somebody's attention. So it's not ideal as a long-term flashing. It hasn't got a long, as far as I can see, it hasn't got a flashing strobe ability just to keep flashing. However, right, so it's now in an unlocked position as it stands, and if I press the button once, it will turn the torch on. It has 3 settings: high, low and medium. So that's really high, which is supposedly 6,000 lumens. I think that's the low, medium and back to high again. And trust me, this is very, very bright. So that's that. So the green light flashing is to indicate, according to the instructions, that the battery is 50 to 75%. If this light was constantly green, it means the battery is at 75 to 100%. So it's indicating to me that, it's okay at the moment, but it's getting close to maybe 50%. If it goes to red, then it's 25 to 50%, and if it starts flashing red, we're down to 25% or less. So a good indicator. That's quite good, really. At least you know, and gives you the option of, once you're knowing this, and depending on how long length of your dive, you can obviously bring down the brightness and preserve the battery. Right. So this. There we go. It's quite. I have to admit, I'm very impressed with that brightness. So pressing and holding it will switch it off. Now, if I double click it, 1, 2, it's back on. I've got the brightness again. I'm going to have to get used to this. Right, press and hold. There we go. And I believe a quick double click, 1, 2, causes that flash. There you go. Now I believe, every time I press that button, it will do the flash. So if you need to strobe somebody, now I've put it in the strobe effect just by pressing the button once, like that, it does the flash. To get rid of that, I have to double click again, and it turns the torch back on, press and hold, turns the torch off. So once I press it now, back on once, the torch is back to being a normal torch. So, quite impressive. There we go, going through the settings. That is very, very bright. Yes. Very good. Very good. So there we go. Let's see if we can get a better focus on it. Sofirn SD09. And I must say, this does ooze quality. I'll get a bolt snapped on that, and we should try this out at my local inland dive centre, which will be Vobster, which we'll see in a moment. And then I'll give you my afterthoughts, really. We'll take it somewhere nice and dark and see what it looks like. But overall impressions, first of all, out of the box. Impressive. Right, let's get the battery charged and get diving. So here we are, back on dry land. Just as we got to the end of the dive, of the second dive of the day, the torch went into red. So it's dropped to 25%, which in my opinion is absolutely astounding, because I had it on for probably 95% of the time on full beam, full brightness, and that's easily achieved 2.5 hours at that. So it would definitely do what the manufacturers say, and they're stating with just a 4,000 milliamp battery that it will run at high for 2 hours and 25 minutes, medium at 4.75 hours, and low for 9 hours. So I think they're quite achievable, especially with the 5,000 milliamp battery it comes with. Ran absolutely perfect. We took them down to below 30 meters. I think at one point we were at 35. No issues. You'll see in the bit of the video before this, I was filming my dive buddy. He's got the slightly longer version, which contains 2 batteries. Yeah, excellent dive lights. I myself quite like the short one. Excellent backup torch. Really great quality. I just think for the money, they really are leading the way for value. Yeah, highly recommend. So yeah, that's the Sofirn SD09, retailing for around £40. I think you can get the long version of this on Amazon for about £49. But yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, the lumen levels these are putting out, I have corrected that earlier. This is putting out about 3,400 lumens, and I think it's about 6,000 Kelvin. So it's a very white light. Nice spread, nice beam, and yeah, an excellent dive torch, which you could kind of use as a main light, but as a backup, in my opinion, the best out there. Best bang for your buck. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.